Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was an Indian lawyer, anti-colonial nationalist and political ethicist, who employed nonviolent resistance to lead the successful campaign for India's independence. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Where there is love, there is life. I like your Christ. I do not like your Christians. Your Christians are so unlike your Christ. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. Nobody can hurt me without my permission. Hate the sin, love the sinner. I will not let anyone walk through my mind with their dirty feet. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Each night, when I go to sleep, I die, and the next morning, when I wake up, I am reborn. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. There are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. Whatever you do will be insignificant, but it is very important that you do it. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. You don't know who is important to you until you actually lose them. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. If I had no sense of humor, I would long ago have committed suicide. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. There is more to life than simply increasing its speed. I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I see your beauty. I hear your need. I feel your feelings. Love is the strongest force the world possesses, and yet it is the humblest imaginable. The simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Remember that all through history, there have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Always. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. There is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. They cannot take away our self-respect if we do not give it to them. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. There is no school equal to a decent home, and no teacher equal to a virtuous parent. I cannot conceive of a greater loss than the loss of one's self-respect. To my mind, the life of a lamb is no less precious than that of a human being. In doing something, do it with love, or never do it at all. I call him religious, who understands the suffering of others. Seek not greater wealth, but simpler pleasure, not higher fortune, but deeper felicity. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. Yes, I am. I am also a Muslim, a Christian, a Buddhist, and a Jew. I may be a despicable person, but when truth speaks through me, I am invincible. Terrorism and deception are weapons not of the strong, but of the weak. An unjust law is itself a species of violence. Arrest for its breach is more so. What lies ahead of you and what lies behind you is nothing compared to what lies within you. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. There are 2 days in the year that we cannot do anything, yesterday and tomorrow. Distinguish between real needs and artificial wants, and control the latter. The law of love could be best understood and learned through little children. But no one has a right to coerce others to act according to his own view of truth. Friendship that insists upon agreement on all things isn't worth the name. Behavior is the mirror in which we can display our image. Permanent good can never be the outcome of untruth and violence. A man of character will make himself worthy of any position he is given. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Peace between countries must rest on the solid foundation of love between individuals. The more efficient a force is, the more silent and the more subtle it is.